Ah. Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Xavier, and we're gonna be reacting to House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 10. It's the season finale. It's called The Black Queen. Alright, let's go. Alright. So, last episode, we saw the confirmation that Viserys died. We also saw the death of Lord Caswell, one of Rhaenyra's supporters. We also saw the death of some of the citizens of King's Landing at Aegon's coronation, as was it coronation or ascension? Yeah, I think it was ascension. Which one it was, as the new king. Because Rhaenys had been locked up as part of the Greens taking over of everything. After Viserys died, she got locked up, but then she got escaped by one of the twins, twin Kingsguard, and she managed to make her way to the Dragon Book where the ceremony was being held, and she got her dragon, she escaped, and bada bing bada boom. Saw this thing where Aemon was questioning whether you should really find Aegon. We saw that Mysaria was in play. And some of the lords had to switch their fealty and everything, their loyalty, to bend the knee to Aegon. Laris, we found out he is and Alicent's little feat arrangement. Oh, and we also saw Elena's prophecy about the Beast Beneath Boards, which was paid through with Melis and Rhaenys. Right, so that was basically the main points. There was all the little thing about finding Aegon, whatever. And about Lord Beesbury died because Kristen Cole, but he's now the King Lord, the commander of the Kingsguard. So things like this and that. But yeah. So this episode is gonna be about the Blacks, and we're gonna see how Rhaenyra's side deals with everything. And yeah, so let's get into it.
The sea snake is going to die, isn't he?
Luke.
It can't be Lord of the Tides. Grandsire was the greatest sailor who ever lived. I get green sick before the ship even leaves the harbour. I'll just ruin everything. I don't want Driftmark. It should have passed on to Sir Vaymond.
We don't choose our destiny, Luke. It chooses us.
And Sir Vaymond is dead.
Not like you.
In what way, sweet boy?
Not so perfect.
Oh, Rhaenyra is not perfect, trust me.
I am anything but.
Extremely so.
Princess Rhaenys has just arrived on Dragonback. She urgently requests an audience with you and Prince Daemon.
So they have one of the Kingsguard there with them, which they should, because she's supposed to be the heir, so she would have a Kingsguard with her.
Princess Rhaenys, might we hope for news of Lord Corlys's recovery?
Viserys is dead.
Well, blunt and to the point.
Your father possessed the
I like that. Yeah, just give it to them straight, Rhaenys. Give it to them straight.
There is more. Aegon has been crowned as his successor. The High Septon crowned Aegon in the Dragon Pit. I witnessed it myself just before I fled on Melis.
They crowned him before the mass.
So that the
Yeah.
see him as their rightful king. A war is like to be fought over this treachery, to be sure.
But not her war.
But that war is not mine to begin. We should leave Dragonstone at once.
Is she going into labor? Yes she is. Not the best time for that.
Her term is far from complete. This should not be happening.
It is fucking happening.
Yeah, like chill, bro, chill.
Both of you.
Oh, there's another Kingsguard there with them. So there are two Kingsguard on Dragonstone.
You are now its heir. Naught is to be done but by my command.
Will he listen? He looks steadfast, like he wants to, like he's itching.
And Baremon.
Do you want to speak to the Maester, my prince?
No, he's got to plan this.
Do no such thing. My mother has decreed no action be taken while she's abed.
You better go talk to her, Daemon.
Prince. You're needed to patrol the skies on Virmax.
Did you hear what I said?
Oh. Jeez. Trying to assert his authority.
You swore an oath as knights of the King's Guard.
As do all who wear the white cloak, my prince.
Okay, so he's testing the Kingsguard. What's gonna happen here?
But if you choose treachery, if you swear fealty now only to later turn your cloaks, know that you will die. Screaming.
Get out! Princess, please. You shouldn't do this alone, Princess. Let us help you.
Yeah, please let them help you. Well, it was a lot for that baby to survive, considering it was way too early. I'm assuming, based on what they're saying. So, but still, I don't know. They really go for it with these pregnancy scenes and birthing scenes. Okay, so this is how Rhaenyra is dealing with her grief by doing this herself rather than have the Silent Sisters do it for her. And Daemon's just going down to the beach and wallowing in his pity. This is. This is just tragic. Extremely tragic. Oh, but while I saw the Kingsguard there, it's a good point made by Daemon to have them pledge their loyalty to Rhaenyra because they were there they were assigned there. You know, they weren't there by choice, most likely. But everyone else there on Dragonstone, all the other lords and whatever are there, they wanted to be there. But the Kingsguard, they are assigned there. Viserys' crown. Yeah, Daemon seeing that just made it real. Viserys is dead. Rain is just being a badass and just standing up. is so cool. Nice. White Harbor. Oh yeah. That was a cool shot. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Yeah.
Rhaenyra Targaryen, first of her name. Queen of the Andals and Rhoynar and the First Men. Lady of the Seven Kingdoms and protector of the realm. Your Grace.
Yeah. Chill, boys. Chill.
And our enemies.
We have no friends among the Lannisters.
No.
Tyland has served the hand too long to turn against him.
Yeah.
The cause owns a power that has not been seen in this world since the days of old Valyria.
Dragons. Yeah. You have more dragons.
The Greens have dragons.
They have
as
3
well.
adults, by my count. We have Syrax, Caraxes, and Meleys. Your sons have Virmax, Arax, and Tyraxes. Baela has Moondancer.
Damon, none of our dragons have been to war.
There are also unclaimed dragons. Seasmoke still resides on Driftmark. Vermithor and Silverwing dwell on the Dragon Mound. Still riderless. Then there are the 3 wild dragons, all of whom nest here.
And who is to ride them?
Dragonstone has 13 to their 4. I also have a score of eggs incubating in the Dragon Mound.
Okay, is this Kristen Cole? Cause I heard that he's in all 10 episodes. So if there's a ship, it would be him on it. Oh, Otto is there too.
Where is the princess?
Ah, show of strength. I like it.
Princess Rhaenyra.
Wrong title, brother.
Rhaenyra now.
I would rather feed my sons to the dragons than have them carry shields and cups. For your drunken usurper cunt of a king.
Fair words, Damon.
He was anointed by a septon of the faith before the eyes of thousands. Every symbol of legitimacy belongs to him.
Symbols mean nothing. Power means everything.
You are no more hand than Aegon is king. Fucking traitor.
Oh, I love that. It's a letter from Alicent. Oh, that page from the book.
Not forgotten the love you once had for each other.
Oh, was that episode 1 or episode 2?
Sir Eric, bring me Lord Hightower so I may take the pleasure myself.
No.
Oh, Damon's itching for fights.
We have declared war. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, you gotta be... Oh, okay. Time for private talk. Rain is just in her corner, watching on in amusement. Ah, I love Eastbest just looking. Ah, shit, that was brilliant.
Dreams didn't make us kings.
Dragons did. Oh, yep.
I've had men whipped for falling asleep on their watch. You are no man.
That is true.
You abandoned me.
Oh yeah, she's rightfully upset. He did.
I'd lost everything.
We lost Corlys.
Oh yeah. Not just you. We.
Girl is holding the realm together at present. Every man standing round the painted table urges her to plunge the realm into war. Rhaenyra is the only one who's demonstrated restraint.
The purpose of war is to filtrate us, my dear Lord Stockton, and trick us to put more of their men in the ground than your own.
Easy words for a lord who commands from the safety of his castle.
Doesn't make it
The Lord
any
of the
less
Tides!
true.
Corlys is going to make his stance known.
Both Arryn and Baratheon share blood with my house, but all of them swore oaths to me.
As did House Hightower.
Yeah,
As
they
you,
did.
Lord Corlys.
No matter comes to a head, story comes to bump.
You honor me, Lord Corlys. Taking caution does not mean standing fast. I wish to know who my allies are before I send them to war.
Yeah, that's smart, cause you can't go into war and then you don't have your allies pledged to you.
If we're to have enough swords to surround King's Landing, we must first secure the support of Winterfell, the Eyrie, and Storm's End.
I'll prepare the ravens, Your Grace.
No, ravens are won't be enough.
Dragons can fly faster than ravens, and then more convincing.
Yeah, very much more convincing.
Prince Jacaerys will fly north. First to the Eyrie to see my mother's cousin, the Lady Jane Arryn, and then to Winterfell to treat with Lord Cregan Stark for the support of the north. Prince Lucerys will fly south to Storm's End and treat with Lord Boros Baratheon. We must remind these lords of the oaths they swore, and the cost of breaking them.
Right there, looking very regal right there. Taking command, showing leadership. Yeah, she was made for this. As was shown earlier in the series, she was made for she was meant to lead.
If you take this errand, you go as messengers, not as warriors. You must take no part in any fighting. Swear it to me, now. Under the eyes of the Seven.
I swear it.
I swear it.
Go to it, then.
Yep. Time to win some allies. I know what happens next. And yeah. And let me just see if they follow through with that. Oh yeah, this is Daemon trying to win some of the free dragons to their side. Oh yeah. That was very nice. Oh yeah, that was kind of intense. Staring down the dragon like that. You see that eye to eye. Oh, that is Vhagar.
Prince Lucerys Velaryon.
Aemon beat you to it. Oh yeah, that looks like a marriage proposal.
Where's the bloody maester?
What, you can't read? Oh yeah, but it looks like Aemon's betrothed to that lady. So Lucerys is not gonna win out.
So you come with empty hands.
Yes, he does.
I came as a messenger, not a warrior.
Fight would be little challenge.
Yeah, that much is true.
No. I want you to put out your eye.
Go quickly, you gotta run, you gotta go quickly. Oh, that's gotta be tricky though, flying in the rain and the wind like that. Whoa! Look at the size disparity of Vhagar. Fly train fast, boy. Fly train fast. Gotta be evasive. She's bigger, Vhagar's bigger, but you're more agile. You gotta use that to your advantage. Oh, it disappeared. Smart. That was not smart. Oh, above the crowd. Oh, yo, that is a nice shot. Ugh. And the war. That the war started. That's the first declaration of war right there. The death of Princess Aerys.
One eternity later.
Oh, I saw what they did right there. She went from grief to anger, and now she's determined. She's getting her birthright. She's going after the Iron Throne. You can't kill her son and not expect payback. Alright, so this is kinda, I thought about this after. Well, what were they doing with Daemon and Rhaenyra in that episode? That was kinda weird. Well, that Daemon is doing, like, choking her, and then him ignoring her in pain, and only going when she finished, screaming out, like, what? What they were they doing? I don't know, man. I don't know. That was kind of. Oh yeah, that was a. Oh yeah, I forgot about that because I was just for the Lucerys diet thing and me looking at all the deeper themes. Okay, that distracted me. But like, what were they doing? What were they doing there? I don't get it. Yeah, but I don't know. It needed to. That was kind of. I don't know, man, but. Yeah, I didn't like that. What they did with Daemon, with him choking her, and then how that they really all that played out. The scene of them alone. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, the rest of the review follows now. All right, so the Dance of the Dragons is afoot. Yeah, I knew it was coming. Yeah, I wouldn't call that an inciting incident, but it was definitely. Would I call it? Would it be an inciting incident? You could call it that, but yeah, I knew that was coming. That Lucerys was gonna die. Once we saw that they were focused on him heavily, and it will come this episode. The death of Lucerys. I didn't know how it would play out though. I thought Aegon, sorry, not Aegon, Aemon didn't mean to do it, but it happened anyway. And yeah, once, in last episode they mentioned that, right, so they mentioned that Lord Baratheon had 4 daughters who were unwed. So, and Aemon is not betrothed to anyone, but Lucerys and Jacaerys are betrothed to Bael and Rhaena. So once the offer was made for Aemon to be wed to one of his daughters, then that was it. Lord Baratheon was not gonna sway. And you also saw it with cause you saw Aemon standing beside one of his daughters when Lucerys walked in. So yeah, the deal had already been struck. There's nothing really that Rhaenyra could offer him right there. All she has right now is the dragons and oaths sworn. Oh, and she also has the Valyrian fleet. But he has daughters, and so he needs how do you call this? He needs successors to that. And so in these times, the daughters are for marrying off, for proposals, and so bing boom, they had no chance for Lord Baratheon in the end. Yeah, but I figure I'm not gonna speak on the Starks, what the Starks and the Arryns do right now. Okay, that's for something else. That's for season 2. Right. So, what do we have in this episode? So we start off with Rhaenyra. Okay, this episode was very Luke focused. I just realized because it started off with Luke, and I'm doing this. They gave you a lot of time with him this episode, so you could feel his death a little. Yeah, okay. I didn't really feel it, but oh no, I did feel it. Yeah, not me lying. I did feel it, but not a lot, because it wasn't like he was like Rhaenyra or Daemon or something like that who had built a connection with, and I knew he was going to die, so yeah, didn't really attempt to do it. But yeah, so start off with Luke and Rhaenyra. Rhaenys comes in with the news about her Viserys passing and also that Aegon is being crowned king. Rhaenyra she, what do I call it? No, her water broke early. So the baby's coming way before it's due, and based on everybody, it's like about what, that baby is not yet ready. It's very premature. It's not ready. It's not gonna live on its own. Right. So what happened is she had the birth, and the baby was stillborn because there was not a lot of chance for it to survive on its own. And so while she was dealing with that birth, while Daemon was issuing orders to the lords and knights around, and he was also what do they call it, guaranteeing the loyalty of the Kingsguard that were assigned to them. So yeah, that was smart on his part, because they were just assigned to them. Not like they chose. Well, I don't think, maybe they did choose, but at a time like this, you need to reaffirm the loyalties, because unlike the lords and stuff who were on Dragonstone, they are definitely loyal to Rhaenyra, but the kings they're not. So you needed to reaffirm that, and good job by him. Right. So Rhaenyra was dealing with the birth fight. She does the silent sister's job herself with wrapping the babe, and Daemon is by the beach drowning in his sorrows. Drowning in sorrows. He's just there wallowing in his sorrows, and yeah, I don't blame either of them. And that was also a pretty disgusting birth scene, with the blood gushing out and the blood and they call it fluid. The fluid. I don't remember the name of the fluid, but it'll be amniotic fluid. No, my science background is failing me right now, cause but I don't remember. But yeah, the birthing fluid and everything. Oof. But I appreciate them being committed to the gore and to the realism, and just like sticking through it. They've been sticking to it all season. So they did not ease up here. They're committed this season to doing it, and they followed through in all 10 episodes from the C-section like delivery that they were trying to have with Emma, to Rhaenyra's birth of Joffrey, and to the birth of Lena. Well, that wasn't as gruesome, but she did die, but not by. She didn't show all of the fluids and stuff, all that, and the blood. But yeah, she just died. And then in this episode with Rhaenyra, and the unfortunate thing that happened with her sixth child. Yeah, so she's just powering through right now. Her and Daemon, they're just powering through. They're sticking, they're just being powered by the affront that they've seen. Right, we saw Otto. Otto came in with the Grand Maester and one of the twin that didn't affect. Oh well, that was that's an interesting choice they made with the burden. Sorry, not the burden scene, the funeral, and then right after the funeral, they did the ascension of Rhaenyra as queen. So that was interesting. So death and birth, rebirth. She's no newness, but right after the confirmation of the death, that was an interesting little thing they did there. Oh yeah, like how Rhaenys didn't bow because she was being tough, she was being strong there, but also Corlys was still alive, so she could not pledge her loyalty to Rhaenyra right there. So I get it, but everyone else did, and that was a cool scene when them all, you see her standing up above and then them all bowing. Yeah. But right, so and then the rest episode was about just like, oh yeah, after Otto came in, it was just about like they were trying to gather their alliances, confirm allies. So Daemon tried to get Vermithor, that dragon that we saw, that big dragon that Daemon was in the caves and whatever. That was Vermithor. That used to be the dragon of Jaehaerys, the predecessor to Viserys. That was his dragon. And that's why it's so big, because it's an old dragon. It's supposed to be the second oldest alive to Vhagar. Right, and so Corlys is awake, and Corlys and Rhaenys have this heart-to-heart thing. Yves just killed it this episode. Yves killed this episode. Oh, she killed it. She killed it. She was magnificent. Yeah. I can't really speak words to how brilliant she has been throughout the season. She's been a minor character, but she's just been, her presence on screen is felt. Big up Yves, you've done it. You're doing a good job, babe. I'm not calling her babe. Not me calling her babe. She's like what, 50 or something. I'm sorry, ma'am. Big up you, killing it. Yeah. Right, and then according to the week, he questions Rhaenyra. He wants to get a feel of everything before he declares where he's going for. He declares for Rhaenyra, and so they need to confirm the Arryns, the Baratheons, and the Starks. The Jaehaerys goes for the Arryns and then the Starks, and Lucerys goes for the Baratheons. And Lucerys meets his end. He should not have done that, what he did. He should have been solely focused on when he had the element of camouflage, not camouflage, right? He was hidden with the smoke, with the clouds and everything. He had that advantage. He did not need to attack. His focus should have been on getting back. Oh, he broke his vow. He broke his vow. He broke his vow. That. Okay, I just picked that up. He broke his vow. He vowed not to fight, and he fought. He should have just been focused on escape, but he tried to fight, and he met his end. He swore to the 7 gods and goddesses that he would not fight. He fought, and he died. So that's, oh yeah, I see the message that they were sending there. He pledged an oath, and he broke his oath, and he suffered the consequences. And then we see Rhaenyra in a picture of grief because 2 of her children died within like a couple days, and then, or the same day, I don't know. And then, no, she's defiant now. She was restrained, and now all that was broken loose. She ready for the people them. She ready for just let go sing them. So really well done, excellent episode. The episode where Viserys died, that was a better episode, but this was really good. It set up things really well for season 2. Cause I wonder how they're gonna start season 2. I know the ending of this story. I know who eventually wins. I know who is gonna be who's gonna be confirmed as ruler at the end, but I don't remember. I know a few people. Yeah, some of these characters we see in this episode, they're gonna die. And some characters we saw in this episode 9 episode, and they're gonna die. So be prepared for that. But yeah. Oh no, they'll start season 2, but no need to talk about the director. When we do the trailer, and then do the trailer release or whatever, we can talk about there about this. So this was a good episode. We saw a lot of the series building up, like breaking the vows. Oh yes, the oath, cause the Kingsguard had to swear the oath, and then the twin had to swear his oath now. So there was a lot of oath swearing. This was all about oaths. Yeah, and then the series broke his oath at the end, and he died. Okay, I see the message that they were going for. They nail hammered you over the head with it. It was kind of subtle, but also not subtle. it was there if you paid attention. So that was the theme of this episode. Oaths made. Lord Baratheon broke his oath, and Lucerys broke his oath. Well, the other lords around Rhaenyra and Corlys, they kept to their oath. The Kingsguard kept to their oath, and not the Kingsguard, swore to his oath. And Rhaenyra was Strong Queen, and yeah, so that was this episode. Well done. Good finale. Left us on a cliffhanger. Well, not really a cliffhanger, but yeah. And if you wanted more, you wanted to see more of Rhaenyra's reaction. But I like what they ended it at. Her face. What Emma Darcy did there. The face was from the back shot. You see her back and grieving, and then she stands up and she turns, and you see the fire in her face. Yeah, fire in Rhaenyra's face. Yeah, well done. Greatly constructed episode. Not amazing, but very good. Well done. Good season ending. No complaints. But that leads me to this entire season. A lot of complaints. Okay, someone who the only real complaint you could really give this season is some of their choices, like what they did with Rhaenys' character. Okay, so they changed with a few things where they made to be alive. What's his name? Lenor. They kept him alive. In the books, he's supposed to be dead. Lord Commander Westerlin, he was not alive as he should have been in episode 9. But I don't mind that they kept him alive for that scene where him, like, saying, taking off his cloak and walking out. Yeah, I don't mind that, because in the books he's dead by this point. But immaterial, it's fine. And then the other change, the really big change they did was the ages of some Viserys he looks. Paddy is older than he's supposed to be, but it doesn't affect it much. Another complaint where I'm coming to I'm talking about, but somebody like Kristen and Daemon, I don't think they aged them up well enough, because it's been like 20 years. So if you allow, because Daemon, so Kristen would have been like, being generous, like late teens, early 20s, so it's been like around roughly 20 years now, so it should be late 30s, early 40s at this point. Fabian Frankel, the actor plays him. He looks but he looks kind of young. He looks like he's in his early 30s at the end, so they need to age him up a bit more. They needed to age him up a bit more, as well as Daemon, because being generous, Daemon would have been in his about like 20s, and so he should be in his 40s now, and so which is roughly where Matt Smith is in age. So did they do a good job of, called Matt Smith? How old is Matt Smith? Matt Smith is 39. Okay, so they could have added on a few years to him, a few more wrinkles and whatever. I don't know. So that's really what I think they could have done. And the decision they made with Melis and Rhaenys having her come through the Dragon Pit, because that might affect something that's supposed to happen later in the series. A pivotal season, a pivotal thing. I won't allude to what that is, but that scene kind of changes up what they might do with that. So I don't remember the details, everything, but I remember what happens. I'm not gonna read up on it, but I remember what's supposed to happen, like the vagueness of what happened, and so what this happens might affect that. So, but I'm interested to see what they do with it. Right. So I'm neutral about the time jumps. Cause I think the original plan was to start where we did in like episode 9 with Viserys dying and Aegon being crowned king. That's where the original plan to start it. Maybe not immediately in that, but around maybe like episode 7, whatever episode, I don't know what episode 7 was. Hold on. House Targaryen. Let's see what was episode 7. Episode 7 was right, Drishbar. That was where the funeral of wait, no, that was yeah, there was another time skip in episode 8. Oops. Yeah. That might have even been more tougher, so they might have just started at episode 8 where Viserys is dying and stuff. But then it wouldn't have had the impact when you saw him, cause we saw him young and healthy, and then it gets progressively worse. And we also saw the relationship between Rhaenyra and Alicent and how it fell apart, and so I'm fine with what they did with the time skips, because the only other thing you could have done was done one time skip and then not do another time skip until next season, but done a time skip in between seasons, but then that would just be prolonging it unnecessarily, and it's better to just, I'm fine with just like giving them some backstory so we can build up, we can see the relationship between the characters. It would have been better to have like a stronger building of the relationships. Like we could see like with Sir Harwin and Rhaenyra, see how that relationship built and everything between Lena and Daemon, and seeing the kids age up and stuff slower. But then that's just because the real meat of everything is the Dance of the Dragons. It's the war, it's the Civil War. That's the really where it really gets big. And so season 1 is just, so do we really want 2 seasons of build up? Cause we could, but I've been just like unnecessary, because people just it might have felt drawn out. So I'm fine with keeping it shorter, giving it some backstory, and then not letting it feel drawn out. It might have felt drawn out if they had stretched it to 2 seasons before we had what's gonna happen next season, where the Civil War is erupted. But then, you know, this and that, but no, I'm fine with it. So that's only really. So I leave my criticisms. The neutral a bit, but leaning more to, I don't mind it where the time skips and everything, how they progress the episodes, and yeah. So everything else, really enjoyed it. The acting, the visuals. So Rings of Power had better visuals, but this was good enough. You know, I can't really complain. The dragons they made the dragons different enough that you could identify them. You could tell how old Vhagar was. All the other CGI was one point. You could tell, and like the size of the disparity between Arax and Vhagar, it was pronounced in this last episode there. Yeah, and now all the difference with the dragons and everything. The story on point, acting amazing, dialogue well done. It's been a good adaptation so far. Could have been better, but good enough. It's not giving Game of Thrones, but it's giving Game of Thrones, but in a different light. So if you come into expecting what you saw with Game of Thrones, you might be disappointed, but it's giving us something else that's related and also good. And so, yeah, I liked what I got. You know, if, no episodes were a downer for me. All at least good. All episodes were at least good. You know, they kept that consistent throughout. Some were better than others, but all of them are at least good. So, commendable, good effort. Praise to everyone involved in the cast and the crew and everything, production, editing, all that, post-production, pre-production. Well done. You did well for season 1 in this adaptation of Fire and Blood by George. So big up yourself, George. We need the A Song of Ice and Fire books finished, please. Yeah. But and then big up A Song of Ice and Fire, they wove that in nicely. I don't mind whether they did that, but yeah. So overall, great series. Let's say 8.5 to 9 out of 10, in that range. That's how I'd rate this season. Yeah, it was a good ride. Don't think we're getting season 2 on 2 years, 2024, so that's a bummer, but looking forward to it, and we're gonna get other good shows in between. So those are my thoughts, closing thoughts. Good finale, great season, really enjoyed it. None of the cons were really major for me. Well, maybe I'm easy to please, I don't know. I don't think so, but I think I was fair in my judgment of it. Yeah, so really enjoyed, and looking forward to season 2. So those are my thoughts. Goodbye.